Hey everybody, it's GFC, and today I'm going to explain how duel ranks work in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. If you've ever played Forbidden Memories, you know that whenever you win a duel, you're given a rank for that duel and a random card as a reward. The rank you get ranges from D rank all the way up to S rank. But how does the game determine what rank you get? Well, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the two different types of ranks, POW ranks and Tech ranks. In short, if your rank ends in POW, it typically means you ended the duel somewhat quickly and without using lots of utility cards such as magics or traps. It means you flat out overpowered your opponent. Nice job, bucko. Alternatively, Tech ranks typically mean you had a longer duel, where you used more utility cards, fused more, took more damage, etc. These duels will always take longer than POW duels. So, if Tech ranks take longer, why would you ever want to do them? Great question. So, at the end of every duel in Forbidden Memories, you get a card as a reward. The cards you can win change depending on what rank you got. Think of it like this. On every duel list in Forbidden Memories, there are 3 different drop pools, or 3 different lists of cards you can potentially win from. Once you finish a duel, the game looks at what rank you got, and then it gives you a card from one of those 3 lists that correspond to the rank. You win a card from the first list if your rank was S-Tech or A-Tech. You win a card from the second list if your rank was S-POW or A-POW, and finally, you win a card from the third list if you got any other rank, so B, C, or D POW and Tech ranks. This means that you win the exact same cards at the exact same odds on both S-POW and A-POW ranks, or on both S-Tech and A-Tech ranks. There's been some misinformation regarding the ranks in Forbidden Memories. Let's take Metal Mage as an example. Some people claim that if you want to win Meteor B Dragon from Metal Mage, you have a better chance on the S-POW rank rather than the A-POW rank. This is totally untrue. Like I just explained, S-POW and A-POW have the exact same drops at the exact same odds. So there's absolutely no difference between the two except you get 1 extra star chip on S-POW. Okay, so we know how what cards you get at the end of a duel corresponds to what rank you got, but how does the game calculate what rank you get? Let's look into it. In Forbidden Memories, there's a hidden value called rank points. When you start a duel, you start off with 50 rank points. As you go through the duel, every action you perform will either add or subtract from your 50 rank points. Then, at the end of the duel, the game checks how many rank points you have and it assigns you a rank. If you end the duel with between 90 and 99 rank points, you'll get an S-POW. If you end with between 80 and 89 rank points, you'll get an A-POW, and so on, all the way down to S-Tech, which is between 0 and 9 rank points. So, because of this, if you want POW ranks, you want to perform actions that add rank points. And if you want Tech ranks, you want to perform actions that subtract rank points. There are many ways to either add or subtract rank points from your total. Things such as how many fusions you do, how many magics or equips you use, how many cards you use, how many turns the duel takes, all change how many rank points you end up with. I'll include all of the ways to change your rank points in the description, but for the rest of the video, I'm going to go over each of them individually just so you can understand what they all mean. Let's go. First off, there's the victory condition variable. Most duels will be total annihilation, which basically means you won the duel normally by lowering your opponent's life points to 0. Victory by attrition means your opponent ran out of cards, and Exodia win means you drew all 5 pieces of Exodia, which instantly wins you the duel. As you can see, victory by attrition subtracts 40 rank points, which is a ton. This is why you almost always get the S-Tech rank when you deck your opponent out. Next is how many turns the duel took. Pretty self-explanatory, just count up how many turns the duel took and add or subtract however many rank points correspond to that number of turns. As you can see, the more turns a duel takes, the more rank points you lose, which pushes you closer to the Tech ranks. This is why Tech ranks usually take longer than POW ranks. Next up are effective attacks. This one requires some explanation. Basically, an effective attack is when you attack and destroy a card and do life point damage at the same time. For example, if you attack a Blue Eyes White Dragon that's in attack mode with a Meteor Bee Dragon, you'll destroy it and you'll do 500 life point damage. That's an effective attack. Note that this means suiciding your monster does not count as an effective attack, since you don't do life point damage. So, for example, if you attack a Meteor Bee Dragon with your own Meteor Bee Dragon, both monsters will be destroyed and it will not count as an effective attack. Next are defensive wins. You get a defensive win if the opponent tries to attack one of your monsters that's in defense mode, but they don't destroy it and they take damage in the process. For example, if you play Millennium Shield in defense mode, and your opponent tries to attack it with a Dark Magician, your shield will not be destroyed and your opponent will take 500 damage. That is a defensive win. Just like with effective attacks, this means that if the opponent does not take life point damage when they try attacking, it will not count as a defensive win. The next few are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just going to go through them quickly. First, we have face down plays, which just means playing any card face down. Next, we have initiate fusion, which just means performing a successful fusion. Next is equip magic, which just means successfully using any equip card. And finally, there's pure magic, which means using any magic card such as Regeki or Umi. Next is trigger trap, which just means you have to play a trap card and it successfully activates. Note how I mentioned the trap has to actually activate for it to count. Just playing it doesn't count. You have to play it and then have your opponent activate it. For example, playing Widespread Ruin face down does not count as a trap being used just yet, but once your opponent tries attacking you and Widespread Ruin destroys their monster, that's when it counts as a triggered trap. The next variable is cards used. This just means how many cards you drew during the duel. So, for example, if you have 27 cards left, that means you use 13 cards, so you'd get 0 rank points. And finally, the last variable is remaining LP, which is just how many life points you have remaining at the end of the duel. And that's all of them. As you go through the duel, you can keep track of all of these things and figure out how many rank points are being added or subtracted from your starting 50 points, and then you can figure out what rank you'll get. Really quick, I just want to mention how this information was obtained. Believe it or not, all of this information I gave in this video was published in the official Japanese guide for Forbidden Memories. For years, we didn't fully understand how rank worked, and the answer was in the official Japanese guide the entire time. Go figure. That's basically everything. Big thanks to Infamous888 for posting this rank chart on Neoseeker. I plan on eventually releasing another video that shows off the best methods to get certain ranks such as A-Tech or B-POW, so keep an eye out for those soon. I have lots of useful information, including the entire rank points chart, in the description, so be sure to read it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all learned something. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. So, at the end of every duel in Forbidden Memories, you get a card as a reward. A reward. You get the reward. You beat the duel, you get the card with the reward. Fuck. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. I remember it so you don't have to. I want to see that crossover.